let's see if we can subnet an IP version 6 address. So I've got an address here, 2001 ABCD/52. That's my starting network. And I'm going to subnet here into an east and a west region. In the west region, I'm going to subnet down for sites A, B, and C. In the east region, D and E. And then for each site, I'm going to subnet down to a sales, accounting, production, and management. So how am I going to lay that out? Well, I'm going to lay it out like this. I'm going to have a west and an east. Within west, site ABCD, or ABC, and then sales, accounting, production, and management in each site. Same thing for east, except I'll have site D and E here. All right, I'm starting with 52. I'm just going to go ahead and type in what I have here, and then we'll work out from there. So I'm starting at a /52, but if I'm going to subnet that into an east, then I need to move this out by one decimal, or I should say one hexadecimal digit. Now, in order to do that, I need to have something in here so I can tell where my stopping place was. Because this is 16 right here. This is 32 bits. Remember, each one of these is 16 bits. So that's 32 bits. So let's see if we can move this out a little bit farther. 32, 36, 40, 44, 48, 52. That's 52. All right, so let's go ahead and finish this hextet. And rather than a 52, I'm going to subnet out to 56. So here, let's see, this was 48, 52. I was at 52 up to this point right here. That was my 52 portion. So now I'm working in the 56, which means I'm working in this nibble right here, the second nibble. So I'm going to use this first, the west one, as the 0th second nibble. And down here in the east, I will use this second nibble here as the 1 network here in 56. So now I've got these all subnetted to from 52 down to 56 with a 0 network here and a 1 network here. All right, now let's see if we can figure out site A, B, and C. I'm just going to take what I had here and copy it down. Now remember that here we are now at this level, right? Because this is 56 up to where this green shade ends here. And the same thing is true here. This is 56 at that point. So now I'm working in this next black one here. I'm working in this one in order to get my site A, B, or excuse me, yeah, my site A, B, C, and so on. So this will be my site A, my site B, my site C. This will be the 0th network. And by the way, these now are 60. I've borrowed 4 more bits, or 1 more nibble. So this will be the 0th right there. This one will be the 1 network. And then this one will be the 2 network. And again, these are now 60. All right, these sites down here are also going to be 60, but they'll be based on the east. So let me copy those to site D and site E. These are now 60. I'm subnetting them out another 4. I'm borrowing 4 bits. We always borrow in nibbles. And now, let me see. This is 52, 56. So yeah, we're good there. This one is the one we're going to be working in. So this will be the 0th network, and this will be the 1 network there. So now I've got all of my sites out here. I've got 0000, 0010, 0020, and then I've got 0100 and 0110. So the next one, I'm going to go out another 4 bits to a /64. So let's copy this address 4 times. Except now I'm going to move all of these out another digit. Like that. And these will all become 64s. Like that. All right, so now with 64, this is going to be my 0th. This will be my 1, my 2 network, and my 3 network. Remember, we always start with the 0th network when we're subnetting like this. All right, now we can do the same thing here with site B. I'll just go ahead and copy it, and this time before I copy it again, I'm going to go ahead and fill in that green so I don't have to do it again each time. And I'll also change this to a 64 because we have borrowed another 4 bits. And now I've got the 1 0, the 1 1, excuse me, that should still be 1 0. This is the 1 1, this is the 1 2, and this is the 1 3. All right, site C, we will do the same thing. We will copy this and put it there, except now I'm going to go ahead and change this to green because we're not dealing with that now, we're dealing with the 64. So I'll change that to a 64. So this will be the 0th network there, the 1 network, the 2 network, and the 3 network. Okay, let's go on down to this one. This will be on the east side. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that. The first time I copy it, I'm going to go ahead and fill in this green just to help myself remember. I'm now working out in the 64s. The 0th, the 1, the 2, and the 3 network. All right, finally, we're going to do the site E. I'm going to go ahead and copy that out here. I'm going to change the 60 to a 64. And in order to designate that I'm at 64 bits out, now I'm going to go ahead and change that to this green color. And now I'm ready to copy it down. And I'll put my 1 here. I got the 0 here, the 1 here, the 2, and the 3. And we are done. Let's go ahead and take off all of this green formatting here. Well, that didn't work very well. Let's try it again. There we go. And I've got all of these. I got 56s for the regions, the east and west regions, 60s for all the sites, and then 64s for all of the sales account, all the departments within the sites. And again, I've always started with 0. Notice that this, up to that point, is identical to this. And it's also identical to this. And it's also identical to this. These 4 numbers, these top 3 and that one, are all the same. The only difference is the prefix length. So the prefix length changed from 52. I subnetted once, it went to 56. I subnetted again, it went to 60. I subnetted again, it went to 64. And we have completed this IP version 6 subnetting exercise.